Good morning, FHS. This is your well-rounded math teacher, Mr. Hooper, speaking. All right, let's dive into things. Unit 2, Notes 3, solving systems using elimination. Learning target. I can solve system by elimination. Steps for solving systems by elimination. Okay, doesn't want to slide right now. There we go. Add the two equations together. One of the variables should cancel. Solve for the remaining variable. Then you got to substitute that value into one of the equations and solve for the other variable. X to facto, what it means is you are solving for an x and a y, so you need to have two answers for every problem. And we'll show you how to get them. So this is the elimination. The first thing you need to do is line up everything. So my y's are lined up, my x's are lined up, and then I have my number. If you remember, this is standard form. X is out front. We told you couldn't have a negative. Some of these have a negative. For example, this one I like a lot. What you're going to do is you're going to add these lines together. This x actually goes to 0. 1 plus a negative 1 is 0. So now I have 2y minus 1y is y, and 10 minus 6 is 4. Okay, that was pretty easy. Now I'll go to the second piece of it. I have y equals 4 as one answer. Now I got to solve for x. So I'll write x plus 2y equals 10. This is where you substitute that other value in. It's a substitution, and we're going to do a lot of substitution next. But x plus 2 equals 4. X plus 2, 4. I don't know what I'm trying to say. X plus 8 equals 10. Subtract 8. That goes to 0. Notice I'm not getting too lazy yet. I'm still circling things. You guys got to know that's 2, 4. Now, yesterday, we've been working on practicing solving by graphing. So you got to know this is a point, and the point is 2, 4. All right, my x value was 2, my y value was 4. Done. Moving on to 2. Draw a line under it. I know I'm adding up and down. Well, I got to get one of the variables to cancel. Does my x cancel if I add up and down? No, I get a negative x. All right. So, however, though, this is beautiful right there. Plus y minus y. So 1 minus 1, that goes to 0. So I'm just going to have negative x equals negative 4. You're supposed to divide top and bottom by negative 1 here, so that you get x equals positive 4. Something you should be able to do. Then I'm just going to pick one to sub in. I don't want to deal with a negative, so I'm going to go to 2x plus y equals 4. All right, 2 times 4 plus y equals 4. And this is all algebra, and hopefully, after you've had a couple units with me, and you're picking things up, you're really good at these now. Negative 4, square it, something. So remember, now that's point is 4, negative 4. So if you went through and you put those in slope-intercept form and you graphed them, you should be able to get the point 4, negative 4. Okay. Solving by elimination is awesome when things line up. All right. Notice you got to have those things lined up, but what I mean is when you have the x's and the y's cancel on the first step. That's not always going to be true. Okay. Now we're getting numbers. So notice we have 2, 3, 11, 2, 2, 6. All right. Still, this is a pretty simple problem because everything's lined up for me, and these cancel when I add. So then I'm going to have 5y equal to, that's going to be negative 5 if I add those together. Divide by 5, divide by 5, y equals negative 1. Let's substitute it back in. 2x plus 2y equals 6. So I'm just picking one. I usually pick one without negatives. That's just my rule of thumb. I don't like negatives. You never pick ones with fractions either. 2x minus 2 equals 6. Add 2. Add 2. That's going to be 2x equals 8. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. x equals 4. So then my point is 4 comma negative 1. That's what you got to get for me every time. Beautiful. Everything's lined up. So I'm just going to know I can get rid of those y's. 8x equals 16. Alright, these are obviously the easier ones. Alright, this first part is a little bit easier. The second one, we're going to have you multiplying and dividing, and you're going to need a good calculator. Alright, I'm going to substitute 2 minus y equals the 9. Alright, so I picked that top one, and I just wrote it right away. 2 minus y equals 9. I'm going to subtract 2. Negative y equals 7. You should divide by negative 1 there, so you have y equals the negative 7. And then you'd have 2 comma negative 7. Done. Alright. Couple more on the front page. Just good practice. You gotta keep going with this stuff. Here, these don't cancel out. So, if I would have did y, I would have had negative 2. If I would have added these together, I would have had negative 6. Okay, they're not going to cancel here. Now, I notice this bottom row is all negatives, so I'm going to multiply everything by negative 1. If I do that, I get a positive 7x plus y equals 7. So positive 7. Now, I'm going to have to bring that first line down, and I'll just rewrite it. X minus y equals 9. You should be able to tell me that I wanted to get one of them to cancel. Right? So I thought the y's would be the easiest because I just needed to make one of them positive. Okay? So right here is what you got to see. So you should have saw that that's what I was trying to get to. If you did this problem, if you paused it and then did this problem, that's what you were trying to get to cancel. Now you would just add down like we've been doing. 9 plus 7 is 16. 7 plus 1 is 8x. Divide by 8. Divide by 8. Put an equal sign. X equals 2. If x equals 2, 2 minus y equals 9. Subtract 2. Subtract 2. This is the same thing on the other end. Negative y equals 7. Then divide by negative 1. They cancel out. Divide by negative 1. Y equals negative 7. Then my point is 2 negative 7. So the same thing as number 4. Pretty close. So make sure you're looking for those things. Alright. So if I go to 6 here, we have the same dilemma. Those negative 4x's are the same thing. We just need to get one of them to be positive. I'm going to show you. I don't like to rewrite stuff, so I'm going to multiply the top row by negative 1.
This is just a reminder, you
So
need
this,
to be up on the 3rd floor to sign your contract with FAT-CBS. 3rd floor.
so what I did is I multiplied all of this row here by negative 1. So I got 4x minus 2y, negative 8. So this top row is now done with. I'm not going to look at it anymore. And now I just add these. 10 minus 8 is 2. 3y minus 2y is y. And these go to 0. I love when things cancel out. This is why math is so fun. Let me tell you about it. Okay, I want that top equation back because I think it was easier to sub into. Not really. We'll do it anyways. Negative 4x plus 2y equals 8. Negative 4x plus 2 times 2 equals 8. Negative 4x. Okay, so this is going to be plus 4, so I'm going to minus 4. Minus 4. This went to 0. This is going to equal 4. Divide by negative 4. Divide by negative 4. X equals negative 1. So I have negative 1 comma 2. It's a beauty. Right, these are awesome things. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 7, and then we're going to take a break. So let's just talk about this. The sum of two numbers is 12. Well, I'm getting pretty good. I know I want x plus y. And it's a sum, so I added them, equals 12. That's the first one. Now let's read the second half. The difference of the same two numbers is negative 4. So x minus y would equal negative 4. So the difference is subtracting them. So I know to use x and y again because it says the same two numbers and it says find the numbers. Well, this is like my favorite problem because when they're lined up like that, that goes to 0. I underline and I just add up and down. X and x is 2x equals 12 minus 4 plus a negative 4 is 8, or 12 minus 4 is 8. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. X equals 4. Well, then I'm just going to have, if I use this equation, substitute my x in, I got 4 plus y equals 12. Subtract 4. Subtract 4. Y equals 8. So I have 4 comma 8. That's the point. Or the numbers are 4 and 8. Whatever you want to do. Okay, so there's only a bell that went off. I'm hoping this one is not staticky. What I want you to do at the very least is go tell a knock-knock joke to one of the administrators. Either Mr. Pickens, Mr. Berg, Miss Pierce, Mr. Miller. Take a break sometime if you're at home. Go help your mom do the dishes, vacuum somewhere, clean a room, do something like that, and then you can come back and we'll let you continue the notes. Have a good day.